Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, number 2 overall pick going back to 2016, the veteran Carson Wentz.
While he may not be the MVP candidate he was just a few years back, there is no question he is someone who still has all the tools to be a successful NFL quarterback. Let's not forget, he was one of the highest paid players in the entire league at one point. Now, it's clear, those days are obviously in the rearview mirror, but there's no denying he's a great option, and he's going to get his shot here today.
And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And now it's going to be third down. Here's Wentz. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
To throw, here's Wentz. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Minnesota.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They run on the jet sweep, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and it's not going to be a lot of gain.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Throwing is Wentz. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll try to run. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the 1st down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
Right back to him on first down. And he will get into the end zone. Gordon Mason, touchdown, Minnesota. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and through. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
Riker out now, following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the pass. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Into space at the 45. And he will go all the way. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Pittsburgh. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, at your old position, you're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Price now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Vikings offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The linebacker, Nick Herbig, in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Wentz. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. As he's taken down.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down and 8. Back is Wentz. Now, screen set up for Mason. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Jordan Mason. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw, Wentz. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Room to run. Past the 30. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll motion over Thielen. Now, faking the give. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. One of the Steelers has it. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Vikings 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Now Wentz. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. Back to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
on play action. Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. There's Jefferson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll motion over Thielen. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's Ryan right now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get that to Jalen Warren. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
One quarter in the books. It's the Steelers with the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it second down and 7. On second down, Warren. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. A run up the middle with Warren. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He gets that to his tight end, Smith. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
32-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing, Rodgers. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Play action now with Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They run with 1.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Vikings 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Wentz. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. They'll motion over Thielen. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. He's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Receiver in motion. Going right. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards on the
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's Wentz. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 11. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, like, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. you become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Derek Harmon, first rounder out of Oregon, there for the stop.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Throwing is Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, it's Will Reichard time for this Viking field goal. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Reichard had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Drop this down to Warren. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. It was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, man he was looking for there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Look wide. Get this one complete. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
At the 15-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Pittsburgh and I back to Dublin after this. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back is Wentz. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming. Here's their punter now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Rodgers to throw. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. Rodgers going up top again. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch. And when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
So the two teams head for their respective locker rooms, and we head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Steelers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. That's complete to Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. A 6-yard pickup.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the gun, Rodgers. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 21. That's a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Rodgers on first down. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
on play action. Rodgers. Now he'll run it.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
2nd and a yard. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
We'll try and run it here with Warren. He will have a Steelers first down. We're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 3
It's been a really impressive drive up until this point. I really like the way the offensive line looks, Mike. And here on this last 3rd down, they pick up just enough. Fresh set of downs, brings up 1st and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Pat Fryermuth, touchdown Pittsburgh. Greg, what a great play call down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big body tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender, and it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good, and the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Vikings 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To throw, Wentz. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Wentz. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They'll run. This is Mason. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Minnesota.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 33, here's second and 4. Wentz. He's got his man, Jefferson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mason. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a second and 12. In motion, Naylor. Akers. And he's going to be forced out of bounds, and still plenty of work to do. Third and long coming up.
Brings up third and 9.
To throw, here's Wentz. Now, screen set up for Mason. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up fourth down. What a hit.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Will
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. It's back out now to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. To start the drive. This defense all over this one. taking him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Rodgers. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. The ball's out. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Here's Wentz. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. Still going. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit.
Vikings 20.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jonathan Grenard in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Rodgers. defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
Third and long, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Javon Hargrave, the big man, gets in there and takes him down.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front seven is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. In motion, it's Jefferson. On the ground, it's Mason to start the fourth. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 4. Throwing is Wentz. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Start this on the ground with Warren. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Once again, it's Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
It's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. A gain of 11 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
For a Steelers first down. 1st and 10.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Now Gainwell. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
To throw, it's Rodgers. To the tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense back onto the field for their next possession. Back is Wentz. It's to the right side and corralled by Fielder.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Back to the air one more time. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. He'll drop the throw. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football, and they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
A pickup
yards.
of 14 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Well, cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Run. And here's Mason. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get it out, but to the 2, and no further.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
To throw, Wentz. Quick throw here is complete. He's up to the 20. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25.
And the Vikings.
Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He takes off. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. He'll look to throw. This one is caught by Addison. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
To throw, here's Wentz. Now, screen set up for Mason. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
He'll take a shot here, back in the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weed.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. scrimmage. That's about all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Warren. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler first down.
First down.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The party just getting started. No place better to do that as we say so long from Dublin.